What up, Falcons Nation? Rise Up Nation. It's your boy, Jazzy Jeff. Real talk, no gimmicks. Bring that real Falcons talk to real Falcons fans. And I wanted to do a video on the NFC South as a whole, but I'm not sure yet about what I think about the Saints and the Panthers based on the moves they've made yet. So I'm going to wait till after the draft to do an entire overview of the entire NFC South. This video is specifically about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and why I feel they're overrated and they're not going to be as good as everyone thinks they're going to be. Now, before you hate my guts and put thumbs down to the video, I want to say shout out to my man, Mr. Bucks Nation. That man is the best YouTube video maker out there if you are a Buccaneers fan. He's a real dude. He's smart. He knows his stuff. He does it with class. And I wish I was half the man he is because I'm up here having a drink, doing my thing. But you know what? He's a great guy. And if I ever meet him, drinks on me. I might go to the Buccaneers game this year as well. So, hey, if I meet you there, like I said, I'm a man of my word. Drinks on me. But let's get into it. Tom Brady has got these fans so gassed up, they think they already punched their ticket to the Super Bowl. And this is not a knock on Tom Brady. This is what I can't stand about people who like Tom Brady. They think because he won those 6 Super Bowls, you can't ever criticize anything he does. And they also think that because he won those 6 Super Bowls, if you call him old, that means you're diminishing what he's done in the past. That's not what that does. It's just called reality. People get old. Patrick Mahomes. Everyone thinks Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL, right? Yeah, he is. But one day Patrick Mahomes will be 50 years old, and he won't have that rocket anymore. That doesn't mean that he wasn't a good player. Tom Brady is one or two best, greatest quarterbacks to ever live. So let's get that straight. I don't care about 28-3 or he came back and beat us, blah, blah, blah. We understand all of that. I'm just talking about as a whole, his career, his resume. Tom Brady, I'm not stupid. Tom Brady's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live. But he's getting long in the tooth. He's not as good as he used to be. He's ducking the rush a lot more than he used to be. He used to stand in there, slide, take hits, deliver. I see him now cowering and ducking a lot quicker now. And his arm velocity definitely looks slower than it was in years past. That doesn't mean he's a bad quarterback, but one man at 42 years old is not going to carry an entire franchise. That's number one. And to use that analogy, I'm from Chicago. Long story why I'm a Falcons fan. I'm from Chicago. Grew up watching the Bulls. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan in 96, 97, 98 is not the same Michael Jordan that he was when he played for the Washington Wizards at the end of his career. That doesn't mean that he's not the GOAT because he is. But people get old, people. It's okay. It's okay to say Tom Brady got old and he's not the same as he used to be. That's not a knock on Tom Brady. That's just reality. And if you can't handle that, I'm sorry you're so sensitive. You can't handle reality. Everybody gets old. Number 2, Tom Brady is not bringing the entire New England Patriots organization with him. Belichick is not coming along. McDaniels is not coming along. Gilmore's not coming along. I'm sure Michelle's not coming along. James White's not coming along. That defense is not coming along. McCourty's not coming along. The special teams is not coming along. It's just one 42-year-old man. Also, in tandem with that, Tom Brady comes from a serious, disciplined culture of winning. Bill Belichick sends people home if you're late a second. He fires people for no reason. He gets rid of people a year before they should have. There is no slacking off there. You can't act a certain way. They'll just get rid of you. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are laid back. The players act a fool on the field. You got James Winston finger-pointing players. You got Mike Evans shoving people, fighting people on the field. Bill Belichick doesn't let that stuff fly. Tom Brady is going to miss that discipline. Trust me on that one. And this is for anybody who's grown up with a military father, or you were in the military yourself, or have a military background. My dad was a Vietnam veteran. He finished lieutenant colonel, 22 years in the military. Hard ass. We grew up like boot camp. Everything was boot camp. We had to tuck our beds in a certain way. We had to do room checks. I've scrubbed bathrooms with a toothbrush before. But my point is, after I left my dad, went to college, did my own thing, I miss that discipline, that structure. It is hard to discipline and structure yourself. And I had to learn how to do that without my dad on my ass and in fear of a whooping or whatever it was. Tom Brady is going to miss that New England discipline, that culture, that locker room, that film study, all of that. He has it in himself, but can he really influence an entire team to have that same discipline he had? I don't think he can. And I don't think he will, because the Buccaneers culture is more laid back. And look at the coach, Bruce Arians. Coach is way laid back. They're going to foul Bruce Arians. The guy sits around and hangs out with the Kango, and he cusses, and he does whatever, and he says what's on his mind. Bill Belichick is button-lipped, never says his opinion, always says on to the next team, doesn't give you any soundbite material, wears the same thing every day, and he's just stern-faced all the time and shows no emotions towards players. Never says he loves them, nothing. So, trust me, Tom Brady's going to miss that culture, and it's going to show in the play on this field. Back to Bruce Arians. If anybody knows football, football is mostly about coaching. And if anybody knows Bruce Arians, when he was the Steelers, when he was with the Cardinals, and last year with the Bucs, he is a vertical, deep passing coach. Tom Brady, in his whole career, is not that quarterback. Tom Brady is step back, 1, 2, 3 drop, ball is out, check downs, West Coast, timing, routes, slants, ins, comebacks, screens, checkdowns. That's what Tom Brady's bread and butter is. Yes, for 1 year he let it fly because he had Randy Moss, who's one of the greatest receivers to ever live. And he was younger and he could still do that. But 42-year-old Tom Brady is not going to be able to just drop back and sling it anymore, especially when he's playing with a Bucs team that does not have a run game to respect. When was the last time the Buccaneers had a serious running back you respected? I'll wait. Can't think of one? Me neither. So let's get this out of our heads that he's just going to be so deadly. The play action's going to work. No one's going to respect the play action of the Buccaneers because the run game ain't there. Also, and this is not even Tom Brady's fault, does Tom Brady play defense? Does Tom Brady play corner? Does he play secondary? Does he play interior defense? Does he play end? Does he play defensive tackle? Does he play linebacker? Does he play special teams? The answer is no. So, all the faults Jameis Winston has, we love to clown Jameis Winston, yes, because he throws a lot of interception. But for all the faults he has, Jameis Winston has mobility. He's elusive, can throw deep touchdown passes, has the arm strength, throws a lot of yards, a lot of pass attempts. And I was at the Bucs game last year at the end of the season. And I'll tell you what, to Jameis Winston's credit, there were some times where we had him dead to rights and he evaded the tackle and he threw deep downfield, hit Godwin for like a 40-yard touchdown, hit Evans for another deep pass. You think Tom Brady's going to be able to do that in the pocket if we get to him? No, he's just going to lay down and take the sack. He's not going to evade the rush, and if he does, you think he's going to take off and run? Jameis Winston ran for first downs at times. So these are things that people don't factor in. All they see, they have blinders on because all they see is 6 Super Bowl ring Tom Brady. They don't see what the deficiencies the Buccaneers have, and you cannot translate what he did in New England to Tampa Bay. He's one player. There's a bunch of 11 players on offense, 11 players on defense that factored into everything he did for them to win. So it wasn't just Tom Brady. What else? The division he's in. This is not the AFC East. This is not the Bills. This is not the Jets. This is not the Dolphins, where you just chalk up 2 wins, 2 wins, 2 wins, and now the Patriots got 6 wins every single year. As much as I don't like the New Orleans Saints, they're a good team. That could be 2 losses easy right there. The Carolina Panthers, they're good for 1 or 2 wins as well. You can't just take them lightly. Every once in a while, they show up and they whoop someone's ass. So, and then my team. You know we sweep the Buccaneers all the time. That's what we do. We just love beating the Buccaneers. It doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter if we have a winning record, losing record. We beat the Buccaneers. That's what we do. We take out the brooms and we sweep them. So This division is a cutthroat division where a lot of points need to be scored to win games. And his 13-point wins in New England, his 10-point wins in New England with this defense, that stuff ain't going to fly anymore in this division. Tom Brady needs to put up at least 30 points a game in this division. And do you think he's young enough to do that still? You think he still has the arm talent to do that still? He has the weapons on the outside, but do you really think he has the arm talent to drop back and throw that many pass attempts that Jameis Winston did last year? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Jazzy Jeff, he don't have to throw that many pass attempts. He's going to be more efficient, less turnovers, and that's going to help the Buccaneers win games. Okay. But when you go 3 and out on one drive and the other team keeps scoring, what are you going to do then? When your defense is giving up more points than the New England Patriots defense did, what are you going to do then? You're going to turn to Tom Brady and say, hey, Tom Brady, I'm going to need you to save us just like you did in New England. He's not going to be able to do that. And that's not a knock on Tom Brady. He's learning a different system, a different coach, a different locker room, different players, different climate after 16 years. At the age of 42, and you really think he's just going to take off running game one and just put up 30 points a game? Come on, y'all. I know football fans out there, you got to be smarter than that. So, with that said, I'm sorry. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are my most overrated team coming into this season. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, Jazzy Jeff, the Falcons suck. They were 7-9. They were 7-9. Yeah, we were. But you know what? You know what that means? We're underdogs, and no one gives a shit about us. And if you look at the record, we do way better when everyone counts us out. 2016, no one gave us a chance, went to the Super Bowl. 2017, they said Super Bowl hangover, weren't going to make the playoffs. Came back, went on the road, beat the hot Rams on the road in the playoffs. Went to the divisional round, lost to the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. And then what happened in 2018? 2018, Colin Cowherd comes out and he actually says we're going to win the division and we're going to go to the NFC Championship game. And then the first game, injuries, City, we fall apart, have a bad record. 2019, a couple other people said we're going to bounce back and we're going to do great. Had another bad season riddled with injuries. So I like the position we're in. I like when we get counted out. And our pieces that we added, we are going to be a tough out in this division. So I want them to doubt us. I want all Saints fans, Panthers fans, Buccaneers fans to come onto this channel, put the thumbs down, hate my channel. Please do it. Because you know what? I'm like Darth Vader. I'm like Emperor Palpatine. I am fueled by the hate. I love the hate. The hate flows through me. So please keep doubting my team. Keep doing it. I love it. This is Jazzy Jeff, real talk, no gimmicks. Cheers to another football season. Stick around. I'm not going anywhere. And as always, Falcons Nation, we rise up. Subscribe to my channel. Drink some beers. Stay at home. Coronavirus is outside. Peace, y'all.